These have a different smell. It smells like an auto parts store.
Are you gonna get in the zone?
Yes. Yo, what's good, guys? This is Chris from WearTesters.com. Welcome back to the official WearTesters.com YouTube channel. Today we were taking a look at these. I don't know what to call these. I don't know if I want to dub them bad boys right now. I normally wait for the performance review. Typically, if I think that they might be bad boys, I say potential bad boys. But with these, I don't know. But this is the Way of Wade 8 for everybody curious. This is a shoe, man. This is a hefty shoe. It's a weird one. There's two versions of the Way of Wade 8, by the way. The one with the boa looking system, the ratchet system, that's only available in China because it is so close to what boa actually uses that what would you call it? It's like almost in violation of the patent that boa owns on whatever the mechanics of that system is. So they can't sell it here in the States. So this is the one that I got. I would rather play in the one with the laces anyways. You guys already know, or at least if you're not new here, you guys should know how I feel about laceless shoes. I'll take laces any day of the week because like you could customize them to your foot shape and the way that you like your fit. If I ever get the opportunity to get the other pair, then maybe I will. But as of right now, I'm just gonna stick with these. Now, tech specs on these guys, Wade shoes, the traction's always a hit or a miss. Normally the midsole up on the shoe is typically okay, but the outsoles for some reason, they just are always slick. So I'm hoping that that's not the case with these.
Which is weird because it's a China brand.
Yeah, and they normally make shoes with great traction. I'm definitely curious though. It's just very flat. That's what I'm kind of worried about. It's not pointed, you know, like peaked. So while the traction is everywhere and it's aggressive looking, it's very smooth. And so I'm a little bit, especially at like the local 24s and stuff like that, that's where I always have like the worst. That's when I got yelled at when I was testing the 7s. Because I kept trying, like every time I move, I was like, crap, dude, I feel like I'm about to skate. Like somebody could have pushed me and I would have just... And the dude yelled at me being like, stop cleaning your shoes. I'm like, nobody cleans the bottom. I'm trying to make it so I get some grip, man. That's the guy, he's leaving comments being like, let's wipe your shoes. That's what it means, trying to get some grip. And then if you guys can see this lovely fellow right there, I'm also worried about that. This is gonna be a stiff shoe because we have a carbon fiber shank plate right here, which is great, and it's a resin coated one too, so it looks like high quality. That'll fool people. When they don't resin coat things, it just looks basic, and so people think that it's not real or that it's not good quality. It's not either of those things. It's just that they didn't take the extra step to make it even stronger, and normally you would resin coat it for a specific reason, whether it be strength, lightweight, durability, whatever. This little section right there is resin coated. I don't know if the rest of it is. I really hope it's not, because if it is, that carbon fiber is not going to be flexible and springy. It's just going to be really stiff, and carbon fiber as it is stiff. That's what she said! You know what? She's back there thinking about dick jokes.
So is everybody else on here. If
Yeah.
I don't get them, they're like, missed opportunity.
Yeah, you missed a spot. Now the cushioning on these guys is interesting. It's what they call boom, and we've seen this previously on the Ushuai 13. I don't like those. I don't even want to review them. I'm probably going to have to because people keep asking about it. But I don't like the shoe. I hope that I like these. I don't like those. The cushion on those actually is the only thing I do like. So maybe that'll be the only thing I like about these too. I don't know. But what you can see right here is that it is exposed on the medial side, and they've caged the hell out of it on the lateral side. Not only did they cage it with all this rubber right here, right? But all of these pieces poking through, that's like a different type of EVA foam. So they caged it twice. This is gonna be a stiff shoe, dude. I can already tell you. You've got full length carbon fiber, you got dual cage on the boom technology. This is gonna be a stiff, this is a stiff dude right here.
That's what she said.
They injected these with a bit of Viagra. I don't know if I'm excited to play in these now. I think I'm like talking myself out of it. So I was excited when I first got them in, but the more that I'm like breaking them down, I'm like, oh no, I don't like any of this stuff. There are people that do like this stuff, so don't let me talk yourself out of it. If you like stiff bottoms on your shoes and stuff like that, then this might be like the perfect thing for you, because there are a lot of shoes nowadays that lack some rigidity, some torsional support. The Greek Freak shoe, just got to say it. The PG, by the way, the PG4, that's another one. So if you need some extra this might be your guy. But just because I don't like it, that doesn't mean that it's not for everybody, because that's not the way that things work. Everybody has their own preferences. Now the upper I think is really interesting because you have a mixture between Cordura mesh and stitching. What they've got right here is a Cordura mesh build, like the whole thing is made out of that stuff. It's the same material that they use on the Air Jordan 11. The one difference though is that this is actual Cordura. For those of you guys that don't know what I'm talking about, Cordura is an actual brand. What Jordan and Nike did was they used a material that was like Cordura, but it was not made by Cordura. It's just like a 3M, okay, on a shoe, which the stitching is reflective, by the way, for anybody curious, and so is that gigantic thing on the back. But 3M is a brand. So when you say that things are 3M, that's not true. You got to say it as, this is reflective.
It's like the difference between tissue and Kleenex.
Yes, or Band-Aid and something else. I don't know what they call them because I just call them Band-Aids, but you know what I mean?
Yes, okay.
Cordura is like an actual brand, so that's what this shoe is made out of. Keeps everything super lightweight, even though they've added all the weight that you might have saved back with everything else that they put on the shoe. This is like that kitchen sink shoe. It's got so much on there. And then all of this stitching right here reminds me of like Adidas's stuff when they were doing that like extra stitching layer to make it so that the material didn't overstretch. Kind of keeps its shape while, again, keeping things lightweight. That's what all of that is there for. Inside the shoe, there is an inner sleeve. It's like a 3/4 sleeve, goes to right about there. The insoles on the Wades are always badass. Like this just looks comfortable. This is a little weird though. That's a little exaggerated.
I think it needs
Although
it.
so is that. So
yeah.
Maybe exactly. This feels like really nice, real rubbery. It's very thick as well. So I think it's going to be good for long-term use. A lot of times what I like to do with insoles like these though is that if I really, really like it, I will take it out of this shoe and then put it in like whatever I'm going to wear. Should we talk about this back?
Yeah, we should.
Should we? Yeah. This is fucking excessive. If somebody rolls their ankles in these, I'd be surprised. It's probably because they don't fit. Speaking of fit, I went down half a size. I've been learning my lesson, believe it or not, with the Wade brand. It's almost like everybody with Adidas. Like most of the time you can go down half a size and be good. That's what I've been figuring out with a lot of these shoes right here, the Wade shoes, is that they just run just tad long, except for the 7s. Those were hella long. So yeah, I went down half a size. They fit me perfectly, fit me snug, 1-to-1. If you have a shoe that fits you properly, then I just don't see how this is like an injury because it's just so much stuff right here. There's a lot. I don't like how it feels on foot either. It comes up so high right here that it just jabs in the back of my Achilles. It's not painful, it's just there. You want your footwear, especially with sport or performance, you don't want to feel them. Like you want to put those things on and just do your thing and be like, man, I had a great day. I feel like it's gonna punch my leg every time I move. It's crazy. But it is like super padded in there. Now the lacing system, like I was saying, it's not the laceless one. This is a traditional lacing system, but they still have the strap here at the bottom. It looks interesting inside, I think, the way that they cut the material and all of that stuff. There is a little bit of fuse just in the area where you could have some tearing from like high torque. With the 5th pick in the 2003 NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Dwayne Wade. So it says that right there. These are memories for Wade, clearly. And then on this one, it says, I'm going to take my talents to the NBA and see what the future holds for Dwayne Wade. So I'm assuming that he said that as he was declaring himself for the draft when he was with Marquette. Those are the only things that like stick out. Also right here, can you see that little window? Tried to open up the EVA so that you can see like an airbag or something like that, but then they still caged it. I don't understand. It is a soft rubber right here, and then it gets firm. Like it's weird because it's all one piece, and this one's like very transparent. This one's kind of milky. I don't know how they do that, but I do think that containment is going to be crazy in these, but is it going to be too much? So I'll give the Wade brand one thing, which is they always do some weird shit. They're definitely doing things different.
Well, yeah, we went from the Croc shoe last year to this. I don't really see any flow.
No, there is no flow with the line.
Yeah.
Because they started off with premium leather builds that were almost like tribute sneakers to some of Wade's favorite Jordans. And then they went to the 2, which was like a super bulky but still premium. The 3 looked amazing, and that's when they started really messing with materials. Some were premium, some were Cordura style mesh, but I don't want to call it that because
it wasn't at the time.
Yeah, correct. I loved the 4. That was the one with the mesh and the flap straps. Those were great. And then the 5, didn't like those so much. They all look different. They all look super different than one another. And then the 6, absolutely love. That's my favorite one, besides the 4, playing wise. Visually, I still think I like the 1 the most, although I do like the 6 a lot too. And then the 7, like you were saying, it's like a shoe within a shoe. And then we have these, and so it's like there is no evolution per model. Like that's something that I really love, whether it's the Kobe's, the Jordans, the Pennies, even KD's shoes. There's a design language there where you can see like, oh yeah, that was, picked and pulled from the last model a little bit, made its way through. And then obviously like that telephone game where things get diluted because you start to evolve, but there's still a flow and an evolution within a line. And with the Wade line, there really isn't any. It's always, what could we do that's super different than the last time? That's their design language, which is, let's shock everybody again, So
that's
there's no
cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's no consistency in terms of that. You don't know what to expect. That's something that I don't like with the line in general, or any line. That's what I love about Kobe's. That's what I love about the Pennies. You could even say that with some Jordans, where as an overall product, LeBron's, you know what you're gonna get. It might be great. It might be not as good as the last one. It might be the best ever, but you know what you're gonna get. Like, you know that you're gonna get a ton of cushion with a LeBron, or you know that you're gonna get a lot of responsiveness with the Kobe, like that low profile, lightweight, super supportive in certain areas because he likes that. He's got the pivot moves, he likes the soccer style stuff. But with the Wade line, you don't know what you're getting every year. But anyways, those are pretty much my thoughts. That's the breakdown and tech specs on the shoe. I don't even know, did you even say anything about these? She's been back there monitoring the cameras and stuff, just being like, I just think these are so jarring that she's like, what the f*** I just don't get it.
They don't speak to me at all. They're like, the number of times that you said that they're stiff and everything, I don't like shoes like that. That's exactly how they feel just sitting in hand, so I can't imagine them on feet.
Well, on feet they still feel that way, so that's what I mean. Like, I'm hoping that they...
Yeah.
But yeah, there's only 2 Wade shoes out of his signature line where I'm like, yeah, I like those. And that's not a good track record. We're on 8 and I like 2. But it just depends on what you're looking for. But I hope that this video helped you out a little bit. I will be testing these. I will be doing a performance review. At least I think so. Because I have a really bad, that's what the Yu Shuai shoe, where I'm like, I really fucking hate those. And I feel like they're dangerous and they hurt. I don't like just bashing on shit.
I'm just glad that I do runners because they're not typically like this setup. And I understand why basketball shoes are set up a certain way versus a runner. This just, I wouldn't want to have to
deal with this.
Yes.
Yeah, me neither. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the support. We appreciate it. Stay tuned for hopefully a performance review. And with that being said, I hope that you guys have a great day. So have a good one.